Ladies and gentlemen, talking real estate. Oh boy, we're lucky enough to have the power on so we can have this little chat with you today on a good Wednesday here. So as always, as you start rolling in, as Donnie used to say, how you doing? But I like to say, where you tuning in from? Are you coming at us from the wonderful border town of Temperance, Michigan? Are you way up chilling out for your last weekend in Oscoda, Michigan? Are you over on the west side where the beaches are sandier? Over in Muskegon, Michigan. Let's try that one. Or my friend's favorite place, South Haven, Michigan. Where are you tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the chat for me, please. Put it in the chat for me, please. We are here in the Chris Bergeron studio trying to make it happen for you all. And again, we're lucky the power is on. We are lucky, 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 lucky. All right, so today's show, we got all kinds of crazy stuff for you. It is show number 135, Talking Real Estate. We're calling it Fight the Power because I'm telling you what, it never ceases to amaze me. End of summer, early fall, it never ceases to amaze me. It's always got some power outage going on. People are always talking about the power outage. I was looking at notes from last year's show around this time, and there was definitely power outages happening then too. So fight the power. My first question is going to be to you this. Did you or did you not lose power this week? Did you or did you not lose power this week? Hello, Shelley. Steve Kreitz in the house. Steve, I just talked to your boy last night or yesterday, Justin. So good to see you, sir. You're in Flat Rock. What the heck? What are you doing? Wait. Hold on. Everybody pause the show. Pause the show. Steve is in Flat Rock today. We don't know what's going on. So it says Flat Rock, Michigan there. So there we go. So, all right. So I don't know what we're saying no about, but you say no, I say no too. All right, so fight the power. The question is, did you or did you not? Oh, did you not lose power? No, you didn't. Steve, what about you? You guys lose power in Dogbone Heights or what? Did you or did you not lose power today? And it's funny, guys. I tell you, that's the funny thing that it's not even losing power the day of a storm. You're losing power the next day or 2 days later. And they start going, for a day and a half. Some people are talking about they're not going to put it back on until Friday. It's just a funny thing to me. I guess having a power structure that's, hey, what's going on? Having a power structure from the 1950s, 60s is starting to catch up with us, I guess. I don't know. I always get curious about this time of year when this stuff starts happening and start digging up information in that. So I thought burying power lines is a big thing, but I read somewhere that doesn't really make that much difference. So whether they're buried or not, I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about it. So I can tell you this, that I know some folks that work for DTE that are working their keisters off, working 17, 18-hour days trying to make stuff happen. Oh, football game, there you go. Football game, there you go. There you go. So people are trying to make it happen as best they can. This is the last hurrah before people go back to school, the old Labor Day weekend coming up. So definitely an exciting time, and things are starting to shift to that fall world. Now, I did see this today. Somebody said something like, summer doesn't end until September 22nd. Keep your pumpkin spice asses to yourself. So Joe Wojcinski knows all about power problems and about, not power problems, but about storm problems. Had a big, huge tree fall in his backyard this past week from that. I saw more trees down than I've seen in a long time. At Dearborn Heights, absolutely. So I'd see more trees down than I've seen in a long time. So did you guys or did you not lose power this week? The only person I got from you so far is I got Steve and Shelley so far. Did you or did you not lose power this week? Throw in the chat for us. I will tell you that we did not. We did not. I'll throw that in the chat there for you because I did not lose power. So that's that. All right. So a couple things, guys. We have lots going on in today's show, so we'll crank through some things. It's going to be an exciting show, lots of fun stuff. But there you go. The very first thing, the very foremost person to talk to, the complete authority on mortgages, Mr. Magic Mike. Hey, Joanne, how you doing, kiddo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Mike McLaughlin, the legend continues. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Michael, how the heck are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing, Scotty?
Good. Did you lose power, my friend?
No, we were one of the fortunate ones. We didn't lose any power.
I tell you, it amazes me because I feel like we talk about the same thing around this time of year every year. A storm comes through about end of summer, early fall, and 70 bazillion people got no power. So definitely.
Yeah, quite a few, and I feel bad for everyone who hasn't had their power restored or had to go significant time without power. I know in parts of Melvindale, I know they still don't have power because that's where Melissa teaches, and she's not able. So no school today. Shucks for her.
So it used to be snow days. Now you got no power days. You got all kinds of stuff because everything's computerized.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No snow days, but they definitely can't have school without power until they figure out a way to do that one.
yeah, it's very. I'm going to go to Abacus. Start working the Abacus, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
Janine McKay says Jennifer still have power. We are good. Yeah. Joe Wojcinski didn't lose his power. Joanne Mish said she lost her power for a little bit, but they are still out. But our neighbors are still out. Yeah. It's a random thing. Chris Bergeron lost cable, but lucky to have no lost power. That's kind of a weird thing. Like if you could have one or the other, which would you rather have, power or cable? I guess. I don't know.
You can have my power, but don't take my cable.
That's right. Do not take my cable away. Michael, so tell me something new in the mortgage world. What are you seeing? What's going on in the mortgage world for you?
Well, we're pretty static over here. Rates are still settled down. I mean, we had some movement last week, but nothing real dramatic. You know, it's just we're waiting for the economic world to figure itself out so that the housing market can settle down accordingly. With all of the worries about, are we doing too much to fight inflation? Have we done enough to fight inflation? The problem is that when they make these moves to fight inflation, these are things that are going to take 4 to 6 months before you start to see their effects. So what we see the stuff that happens more quickly, like what's happening to gas prices. That's controlled by OPEC. So that has nothing to do, or very little to do, with what's happening in our country, except that they may make their decisions on how to affect the oil prices by how much we kiss their butt. But other than that, you know, these inflation moves that the Fed is making, these things take several months. So we've got a knee-jerk reaction in the stock market and in the mortgage-backed securities market for anything that happens, any news that comes out. They want to try to draw correlations and conclusions from things that, by themselves maybe mean nothing in the large scheme, but they're just they're testy. They're on a short string right now. So we just keep moving with the market, and people who are going to have to buy houses and people are going to have to refinance, and it's the way it's always been. So we're not too concerned about it.
Mike, let me ask you this question. Okay, let me shine a spotlight on something else. So I've been talking about the first-time home buyer having a fair shake now, having a good shot now, having the chance where inventory's up and they have a shot to start getting homes they didn't have a shot at 3-6 months ago because they were getting beat by everybody and their brother, right?
Right.
Let me ask you this question. Have you seen on FHA mortgages, the mortgages that you've seen FHA, have you seen a lot of appraisal repairs?
No, even with the shift to a less busy time, we're seeing the trend of historically the FHA appraiser calling out less and less, basically reducing it to they're looking for, is there any issues with chipped paint because of the lead paint, from 1978 or prior, any homes built prior to 1978 have the potential for lead paint. So they're going to be real tough on that. And then the other thing, is with FHA, typically it's either handrails or access to the crawl space seems to be, the three things that really come up on FHA files.
Are you seeing a lot of them come over the repairs at all? Loans that you're
doing?
No,
I haven't seen a lot of issue with FHA repairs. No.
I'll tell you why I ask. I had one seller of mine that is definitely afraid of some concrete for an FHA. I told him, I go, at the price point we're at, you're going to have to roll the dice at FHA. I mean, you're not going to get everybody's not conventionally be beating down your door, right? So I very rarely see it. Like you said, I see peel and paint sometimes. That's about it. Don't see a lot
of concrete. I mean, if it raises to the level of being a tripping hazard, then you would think in most cases the municipality will call that out too. So sometimes they'll call out something for being a safety hazard with the concrete. But even in a situation like that, it doesn't necessarily mean they have to replace the whole concrete. concrete repair can be way less costly than replacing an entire slab.
Right. I'm not seeing it. So I think right now you're seeing the first time home buyer get a great shake. So first time home buyer should be like spilling into the market because the rates are still low. They're not 2 and 3%. I mean, you missed that boat already, but you're getting a shot of beating out. You're not fighting off 74 people anymore. You're just not.
Right. They're in such a position now, rates are, that for a first-time home buyer, they can still buy a house, get into a house for less than with down payment assistance, mind you, for less than last month's in security deposit, and they're going to pay less monthly than they would for rent by probably 20%. So yeah, so the fact that rates have gone up in a small way is actually a benefit for the first-time home buyers because they're no longer competing against the move-up buyer or the move-down buyer.
So there's one of our favorite first-time home buyers, Bailey Merzick, right there. You know her and I know her. Absolutely phenomenal young lady. We're going to get her a nice house and she's going to love life. So, but I'm telling you, right now is the time, Michael. It's the time now because they're not fighting everybody. They're not fighting 4 and 5 people. They're fighting one person or nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's if you're looking for a silver lining in the market today, that's it. That first-time home buyers can compete now and not be worried about somebody having $70 bazillion, behind them and stuff like that. So, Michael, any other tidbits you want to leave with the audience tonight?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and talk real quickly about the mortgage term of the week. So this week, the mortgage term is DTI. For those not in the industry, that stands for, the acronym is debt to income. So It's a ratio of how much your monthly output is, your monthly debts, certain specific debts, compared to how much money, your gross income that you're bringing in monthly. So what we do is we figure out, we look at your hourly rate, we look at your salary, we figure out how many hours a week you're working, how much overtime, if you're receiving annual bonuses. So we go through the calculation on your income and we come to a final number. So let's say we come to $4,000 a month. So typically for a conventional loan, we want to keep your debt to income ratio to less than 50% in order to qualify for a conventional loan.
Okay.
To go a little higher for FHA, that's one of the advantages of doing a Govy loan. That's a term in the business here, government loan, Govy loan. So what we look at is we're going to look at your total income. We said it's $4,000. We're going to take 50% of that, nice easy number, $2,000. And then we're going to say, okay, you're trying to qualify for a $1,000 mortgage monthly, maybe a $130,000 house, something like that, $140,000 house. Do you have a car payment? Yes. Do you have some credit cards? Yes. We're going to look at the total of these outputs that you're doing monthly, and we have to make sure, in order to qualify for a conventional loan, that the total of that is under $2,000 per month. So we have software that allows us to import the information right from your credit report, tells us what your income is and what your liabilities are. And then we calculate your income based upon your pay stubs and your history, your W-2s, perhaps your tax returns if needed. And then we can determine how much of a house you can qualify for. So let's give you an example of maybe you qualify with a $900 payment with your other payments that you make monthly, but not the $1,000 payment. So that's how we come to a determination to be able to say you're pre-approved up to $125,000 as long as your payment doesn't exceed $900 per month. So that's what debt to income is, the tool that we use in the industry to determine how much of a home you can afford.
Okay, so what's a good number? What's a good debt to income number?
Well, I think if you're, it depends upon your situation, because a lot of times a person might have additional household income from other people that aren't necessarily qualifying on the loan. And if you have that situation, maybe you're fine pushing it up to 50% because you have additional income coming into the home. But if you're just looking, I think everyone's different. You want to sit down and you want to budget. You want to figure out first how much money you're spending now and what are you spending it on, how much you have coming in, how much you're spending it on, and then figure out if you converted that rent to a home purchase, what would that mean? But to answer your question, as long as you're under 45, I would say you're pretty safe. And the standards used to be 33% of your total income. That's moved out a little bit to closer to say 38 or 40%. But and it's gross income. It's not your take home. It's your number before taxes. But that's why you think, well, I have more. No, you really don't, because you're losing 15-20% of that income towards taxes. So.
Yeah, I got you. So DTI, ladies and gentlemen, DTI. You wanted the magic behind the curtain. Mike McLaughlin's pulling the curtain back, let you see. Keep your DTI low so you can buy yourself the house that you want and you love, right?
Keep those credit. The number one, said it once, said it a million times. The number one thing you can do to improve yourself financially is pay down your credit card balances to less than 30% of the max limit. And if you have some that maybe you're not capable of paying it down that low, and you're not going to abuse your credit limit, have them raise your credit limit. So getting to 30% utilization, we call it, of your credit cards, you don't have to necessarily pay it down. You can get them to raise your limit and accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, no, Michael, I say a lot of times that you get your credit score, get your credit card limits down. I mean, get your amount you owe on down past 30%. It's all day long. So I watch my credit card bounce back and forth if it goes up or down, up, down, up because of limits or because of what you spend, right?
Right.
Listen, brother, we're going to keep the DTI low, but you keep it safe over there. Keep working on the deck, and I will talk to you later, my friend.
All right, Scotty. All right,
Mike,
guys.
be good, my friend.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, always good. Mike McLaughlin giving us the Mortgage Minute, giving us a little bit of insight on how things work. So next question for you today. Do you have a generator in your current home? Do you have a generator in your current home? I show a lot of houses now. It seems like there's a lot of them that have generators. So just curious if you have one in the current home you live in, whether you live in your own home or you live in your family's home. Do you guys have a generator in your home? Put it in the chat for me, please. I'll spin around a bunch of times, see if I can create some energy right here. We'll see. Yes. Yes, Antonosi in the house. I knew you guys had that generator. I knew my man Kyle Matney would be cranking the generator. Janine says portable generator. Okay, what do we got? Talk to me. Generator craziness. I feel like the generator sale is always going on when there's a big storm. So Ashley says natural gas. We got Janine McKay says, where do we go? Portable one. Talk to me. Do you have a generator? Do you? Do you have a generator? I do not. I think we're going to look into getting one because I definitely don't want to run out of power. And it just seems like that happens more and more. So in the chat, let us know if you got a generator. Chris Bergeron says nope. Shelly says no. Parents are looking to get one currently. Uh-oh. Pat Antonosi is looking to get one. What the heck? I just saw her the other day. Chat her up about that. So hopefully, Ash, I'll tell you what, we're going to go through some generators tonight. We're going to talk about that kind of stuff. So here's what I want to do, folks. It's a must. And it's getting to be a must these days, how power goes out. So I've been kicking this around for a while. Now, I'm not going to tell you, here's the things you should have to survive a power outage. No, I'm going to tell you some of those things, okay? But I'm more interested in, is there a way to protect your home against power outages? And I thought about it in a lot of different ways. And I've got a lot of information to share with you. I'm going to share a bunch of real world links for you of actual places you can look at stuff, things like generators and that. So 5 ideas for this power outage craziness. So the first thing that I was thinking about is, of course, the easy one, right? Is generators, right? First thing that comes to mind is buying a generator. So I was digging and looking at different stuff, looking at different generators. So here's what I got. Let me show you what I got here. Let's see. So right there, Duramax generator. It's $1,400. $1,400 comes highly rated. I mean, it's portable. It'll run for a ton of time. I mean, that's one I saw. It was highly rated. I was digging it. I want to say it's electric start, so that makes it easy. There's one, right? I dug through a bunch of these. I was going through these like crazy. Let's see this one here. So here's one for about $900, just to show you that they're not that expensive, right? Just to show you that they're not that expensive. Let's see. Let me find the other one for you. This Westinghouse one is like $900. Okay, here's one for $900. And I'll share these links with you too. I'll share the links in the chat with you too. Because it just drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy, some of this stuff. You know, it's because it feels like we have these same discussions all the time. So here's one link right here. There's one. I got one more generator I was looking at. Let's see. There it is right there. And this is a cheap one, guys. This is an El Cheapo. I got cheap. I mean, not real cheap. Just it was the least expensive one I could find that seemed like it did the job, you know. So this one's like $700. Let's see, right there. Oh, that ain't that doggone it. Let me find the right one. Hang on. Technical difficulties. There it is, right there. So it was like $700. This one here, and these are all I was looking through Amazon. It's called a Duramax XP 550, $600. So I thought about that for a while. So that's this one here. I'll put the link in the chat for you. So I thought about that for a while. Now, here's the other thing you got to think about. Okay, all of a sudden you go, well, yeah, but generators need gas. And sometimes they're hard to start, things like that, and they smell like gas. You can't bring them inside the house. So you can't bring them outside the house. So I started thinking about a portable generator with like a storable battery, right? A portable. So the next thing I think about is portable. How portable is the thing? So here's number 2. I got a portable one for you. It's a Jackery portable power station. It's $1,100, but it's portable. You can bring it inside the house. Solar generator. You bring it inside the house. It solar power, and then it stores it in a battery. Right, so that's a big one. It said it can run for like 14 hours off this thing, so that's pretty good, and it's not too bad, you know. So that's this one here. So I thought about that for a while. Then I started thinking about what else do you need? What else do you need as far? What could you go solar, right? Could you go solar? Because that way you're not worried about anybody's energy. So now I started digging. That's looking at some solar stuff. You can buy solar kits. You can buy freaking solar kits. Look at this. I'll show you now. You can buy 45K. That's I'm telling you, yeah. But I found this solar kit. It's about the same price as a generator. Right? So this Jackery solar generator kit, I mean, it's like 11 or it's like $2,000. So why would you not want that? So far, guys, what we're talking about so far is a generator, right? Then we're talking about getting a portable generator you can bring to the house that doesn't smell like gas, right? Keep that out to you. Now we're going solar generator, right? So that's that. What other things do you really need? Like what other stuff do you need? How about this one? Let's say you just want some stuff to work. So they got power inverters you can use your car. So I'll show you this one. This one works off your car battery for $30. You can run a bunch of stuff off. You can run things off your car battery. All right. So there's another solve. Right. So there's that. So far we've gone through whole house generators, right? Gas generators, portable ones. Portable ones you can bring inside the house and they're going to smell like gas because they're solar battery storage. Power inverters like this thing you can run off your car, right? I mean, simple stuff like another thing you're going to need surge protectors. Because when the power comes back on, you don't want crazy surge. So you got things like this here, like this one, like a surge protector. I mean, I was kicking around a lot, trying to look at things and trying to figure things out. But I mean, like this surge protector works against all kinds of stuff. It works against, all different kind of power surges and things like that. It's all independent, for $30, $30, $40. So that's something else you need, right? But it amazes me that in 2022, we still talk about these same issues with the power grid, right? And then another one, people were bitching about their phone. Like, I can't even charge my phone up now. So things like that. Here's a solve for you. A battery power bank. I got a bunch of these. I can't really tell you where they're all at all the time, but like this thing This will keep your phone charged for, I don't know, it says like 10, 12 hours for $150. It'll charge you, make sure your phone stays charged wherever you're at. So it's definitely, guys, it's definitely solvable problems. Yeah, whole house surge protector. Yeah, because that's exactly what I was talking about. There's ones you can connect to your system that's whole house protective, right? So Kat says we have a generator, but someday we'd love to get a whole house generator. Yeah, generator. I get it. Yeah, I get it. So I'm trying to put it like this to you guys, that it amazes me there's not more simple solutions for power outage kind of stuff in 2022. There's not more common. I see a lot of houses with Generacs, like Kathy said, a lot of with a Generac generator. Okay, but I still see people have gas ones they had to start up. I've seen solar ones. Solar ones were weird. Like it kept talking about it had to be off the grid solar system. It had to be the solar just works your house. It doesn't kick back into the system, because if it does, it's going to take the power out of the solar panels and not kick it back to you. So that was kind of interesting to me too. But there's all kinds of. It just feels like random solutions. There's all these random little pieces. We can't figure out how to deal with this thing. In 2022, it's crazy. We love our generator. I bet you do. It probably makes you sleep better at night because you know that thing's going to work and you're going to be all right. Any kind of maintenance on that thing? Any kind of different maintenance that you have to do or anything like that? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat about that. Any kind of maintenance that you have for that generator. So we would love to know. And while we're waiting for that answer, guys, let's go with this one. This one's fun for everyone. What's the best activity to do during a power outage? What's the best activity to do during a power outage? Let's see what you come up with. Because everywhere I saw about power out, talking about things like board games and things like that. What's the best activity to do during a power outage? What do you think? Put it in the chat. What's the best thing? Change your oil filter. We also do monthly scheduled startups. Yeah, fair. I've been installing quite a few whole house generators lately, pricey, but really nice. Yeah. Jim, I bet. I think, what do you charge around? What's it cost to install one, Jim? What's it cost to install one around? Adam Cook installed it too. Adam Cook. I know Mr. Adam Cook. We sit around and talk. That's very cool, Kat. That's very cool. Barbecue with the neighbors. Yeah. You better get the grill going. You better have some charcoal. You better get the grill going, because that's definitely. So what do you do during a power out? Clean out the clutter. Yeah, clean out the clutter. How can you see it, Kit? How can you see it, Janine? What's the best activity to do during a power outage? What's the best activity to do? When I was younger, we used to throw the football around in the front yard, something like that. But all kinds of different things you could do. So definitely cool, interesting stuff. Let me ask one last time. What's the best activity to do during a power outage? Throw it in the chat for us. Yeah, clean out the clutter, family time, barbecue with the neighbors. What else? Anything else? All right. So our this and that for the week is going to be power outage related. We're going to kind of stay with that theme. So Oak Electric quoted us $10,000 for an installation generator. We didn't go that route. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So what's the best activity during? So this or that for this week. I have 3 of them. They're all power related. I'm telling you, I cleaned up the trees and lost in the storm. Yeah. I feel like lots of people lost trees. Kat, lots of people did. So for this or that, number 1, would you rather have your cell phone work or your TV work? Which would you rather have working? Your cell phone or your TV? Which would you rather have working? This or that? Which one would you like? This or that? Your cell phone or your TV? Camping in the yard, yeah. What do you think? Which would you rather have working? Your cell phone or your TV? Which would you rather have? This or that? Shelly says TV. Janine says TV. Chris Bertrand says TV. Uh-oh. Megan says phone. Ashley says phone. So you tell generational difference here. Kathy says phone. Chris Wojcinski says TV. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, TV is just a little bit ahead. Tom said TV. All right. Attaboy. TV wins on that one, ladies and gentlemen. TV wins on that one. Next. Which would you rather have working, your fridge or your coffee maker? Which would you rather have working? I had somebody tell me, I just would like a cup of coffee in my own house. Somebody said that to me today. So that's where that one came from. Would you rather have your fridge working or your coffee maker working? Which would you rather have? Which would you rather have, your fridge or your coffee maker? Shelly says coffee maker. What do you think, guys? Asher says fridge. Kat says fridge. Chris Wojcinski says fridge. Megan says fridge. Only got one coffee person in the house so far. Chris Bergeron says fridge. And McKay says fridge. Holy smokes. Fridge it is. Coffee maker does not make it. Last one. Let me clarify it first, okay? I saw somebody's trampoline thrown up. I don't want to lose my food. That's right. I saw somebody's trampoline thrown up in the air and into a pole, either a telephone pole or a power line pole, one of the two. So what would you rather have, a limb down or your trampoline relocated? Which would you rather have? This or that, this or that, this or that. Which would you rather have, your tree limb down or trampoline relocated? What would you rather have? This or that? Shelly says limb down. She says you go limb down. Chris Wojcinski says tramp. Hopefully not calling people names, but hopefully just mean trampoline. What do you think? What do you think? Limb down. Trampolines are too expensive to break. That's good, man. I like that. That's funny. That's a funny one. Oh, yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Abby's neighbor had that happen too. Neighbor's trampoline took off and slammed it in neighbor's house. Yeah. Because I saw it in a pole. I didn't see it in a house, but it would still look pretty freaky. Down limb can lead to facial accidents. Yes, they can. Yes, people falling down. Limb down. Okay, so trampoline relocated. Only a couple people picked that one, but it's pretty good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. Kyle Madney says trampoline down. Aye. All right, so guys, it's to your favorite part of the show, what realtors see. I saw some ridiculous stuff this week. I definitely saw some ridiculous things. Let me yank them up for you real quick. I saw definitely some interesting stuff that I want to share with you. All your job to do, and those that have never played What Realtors See, you try to caption anything that I put up. You try to caption it with the best caption you can. And then we go and see if we can't find the best person. See if we find the best person. So here we go. What Realtors See number 1. There it is. What Realtors See number 1. What Realtors See number 1. Go ahead and caption that in the chat, please. I saw this Sunday. I saw this Sunday night. Saw this one Sunday night. Put a caption in the chat. The best caption wins. Could be able to win $1 million on a scratch-off ticket from Talkin Real Estate. Someone let Freddie loose. Okay. What do you got? Someone let Freddie loose. That's what we got so far. What Realtors See? What else you got? What other captions you got? Hanging out with my long-lost friend. That's pretty good, yeah. Home security, good. Home security. That sounds like home security. That's funny. That's a good one. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I actually did see this across the street from the house I was showing. Which one's scarier, Freddie or Scotty? Yeah, that's good. Jeez. Oh, yeah. I'll give you 30 more seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 30 more seconds. What Realtors See? Home security. I like that's funny. He's the bouncer. You get bad, Freddie. No mess around this house. This house comes complete with your very own murderer. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go with home scaredy. Home scaredy. And instead of home security, Janine McKay. Not bad. Let's see what else you got. Let's see what else you guys can come up with. I got a couple other good ones. Hang on. Let me see if I can find them. Walked into a house and saw that. Nightmare on Scott Street. That's pretty good. Walked into a house and saw that. Give me a caption for that bad boy. I'll make it a little bigger too so you can see it. What do you think? What Realtors See number 2? What Realtors See number 2? What Realtors See number 2? Yeah, 1 minute You could win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket. I think somebody won a big 20 or 40 the other day. So you never know. You could be the millionaire if you have the best caption for that picture right there. Piped it nowhere. Yeah. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Private duck. Private. That's pretty good. Private ductwork. I like that. That's funny. I don't even have. You gotta have words. You gotta have words, guys. You gotta. I saw this in a house. This one I saw myself. Didn't cherry pick this from anywhere. I saw this myself. I got a great one. I can't share it with you until we're done. What do you think? Caption that picture. Caption that picture. Caption that picture. What do you think? What do you think? I'll give you 20 seconds, guys. I'll give you 20 seconds. Again, the open duck shelving. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Tom said fire. What do you think? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would say ample closet space. That's the way I would phrase that. I would caption that one. Ample closet space. But I can't play, so we're going to go with private ductwork. Private ductwork. Kathy Wilkowitz, you are our second winner. You are our second winner. All right. Last one. Last one, last one, last one, last one. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? Saw this one in the backyard. Saw this one in the backyard, ladies and gentlemen. This one in the backyard. Made it bigger. Hopefully that helps. This is in a backyard of a property that I saw. A backyard of a property that I saw. What realtor see number 3? What realtor see number 3? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you see? It says Tanner, 2000 and, hang on, let me look at it. 2008 to 2021. Tanner, 2008 to 2021 is what it says. Hopefully that's bigger. Hopefully that's a little bigger for you. I know it was. I saw this in a house. I saw this in a house. It is. It is. Your very own personal cemetery in your backyard. Pet cemetery. That's a good one. Yeah. What would you caption that picture? If that picture was in the listing, what would you caption it as? What would you caption it as? It was a backyard. Children of the corn. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'll give you 20 seconds, guys. I'll give you 20 seconds. What do you think? Free pet cemetery with home purchase. Oh, yeah. 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? 10 seconds. House illegal. Pets include. Oh, wow. That's terrible. That's terrible. 30 years of tanning bliss, then this. Jesus. All right. The winner is 13 years of tanning bliss, then this. Chris Wojcinski, you are our third winner. You are our third winner. All right, so guys, just to rattle back through things a little bit, a lot of the show today was about talking about trying to figure out solutions for power outage stuff. There's lots of randomness to it, like there's solar panels with a solar battery you can use, right? There's portable generators, so there's gas generators, there's whole house generators, there's inverters for your car, there's power backpacks for your phone, right? All those different kind of things. Still trying to solve this power outage ridiculousness that still happens here and across the country every spring, summer, fall. So crazy stuff. As always, big time today is showing our Facebook group, Talking Real Estate. We had all kinds of little tidbits in there, all kinds of crazy fun things. I tell you what's coming up soon. I'm not trying to jump the gun here. But Pumpkin Challenge is coming up soon. So that's a big fun contest that we do for Talking Real Estate. So make sure that you join our group. My ticket didn't win. Thanks a lot, Chris Bergeron. I appreciate it. That's good. So take the time to join our Facebook group, Talking Real Estate. It's definitely a fun place. I got about 600-700 members now. That's where I'm going to head next. I do a little after show for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we go from there. All right. So we'll see you guys there. Head to Talking Real Estate, the Facebook group. Make sure you join. Okay. And I'll be there in about a minute. Thanks. I'm Scott, and I'm definitely talking real estate. See ya.